one product on auto ship. Not bad. But folks, it gets even more exciting than that. Take a look at this. Do you think those 1,024 people on your 10th level are going to know anybody anywhere in America that's going to want our vitamins? Of course they will. Well, if they just tell 2 each, that would put 2,048 on your 11th level. Now, we pay 0% on the 11th level like most companies out there. But wait till you see what happens in just a minute because of our amazing pay plan. And those 2,048, they're not going to not tell people about this. They're going to know people that want to get healthy as well. So when they tell 2 each, that would put 4,096 on your 12th level. Now on that 12th level, we pay 0% as well. But take a look at this. Remember the copyrighted part of our pay plan, the pay points? Remember how you can own all 4 pay points on that 2nd level? Well, if you did that, those 8 representatives that are on your 3rd level for your original U would also be on the 1st level for your 4 new pay points. As a matter of fact, those 16 people under the 8 would be on the 2nd level for your new pay points. Those 32 would be on the 3rd level, those 64 would be on the 4th, those 128 would be on the 5th, those 256 would be on the 6th, those 512 would be on the 7th, those 1,024 would be on the 8th, and those 2,048 would be on the 9th. Now remember how they're on the 11th level for your original pay point where we pay 0%. But now that they're on the 9th level for your new pay points, those 4 on that 2nd level, we have to change that 0% to 5%. Why? Because we pay 5% on the 9th level. And if you think that's exciting, wait till you see the next part. Here we go. Those 4,096 that are on the 12th level for your original pay point would also be on the 10th level for your new 4 pay points. That means we've got to change that 0% to a whopping 50%. Folks, take a look at this. If those 4,096 people are all just purchasing 1 bottle of vitamins a month, that would be 4,096 times $5 for each bottle, which would equal $20,480 of total PPP. You would get that whopping 50%, which would be a total of $10,240. And if that's not exciting enough, you still get all the other pay from your original 10th level. What does that mean? That means that your total monthly pay would now be $12,800 a month. And folks, take a look at this. This is from only 1 bottle of vitamins being purchased from each household. Remember how I talked about earlier how most households have spouses in them? Well, think about this. If it was 2 bottles of vitamins from each household, now it would be $25,600 of monthly pay. And here's the best part of all. Not only do families buy vitamins, but they buy them monthly. So this would actually be residual income for your family. I know what you're thinking at this point. You're thinking $25,000 a month. That could never happen to me. I've got to tell you folks, the first time my wife and I earned over $100,000 in a month, it happened to us and we didn't believe it. But here's the bottom line. The checks cash and the money spends. So whether you believe it or not, this could happen for your family. This is what I would say to you though. Even if 90% of this never happened, how much would $2,560 a month change your life, especially if you didn't even have to get out of bed to get it? Okay, I would say keep it simple. What do I mean by that? If you didn't understand all the numbers, don't worry. Why? Is it because I don't want you to understand them? No, of course not. It's because we've spent over $1 million on a computer program that tracks all this for you. You can see who's purchasing what and how much you're going to get paid for it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Let me go ahead and give you a clear and concise roadmap to success. First of all, purchase at least 1 product on AutoShip. It doesn't matter which product it is, but I highly recommend the liquid vitamins because everybody should be on it, and it is one of the most amazing products I've ever seen. Then secondly, you'll want to find at least 2 people who do the same. And folks, although I'm recommending 2, I want you to know 6 is better. There's nothing better than owning that 2nd level yourself. Okay, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why we have no competition out there whatsoever. The first reason is because we're not selling overpriced products like most of these other companies do. I've been in this industry a long time, and there's nothing that's got me sicker than seeing all these companies out there tell people, don't worry about how much the product costs. It doesn't matter that it's overpriced because you're going to make a ton of money. Then people get involved. They're buying all these expensive products, and in the end, they end up getting hurt. We're not doing that here. We also are not front-loading the plan. What does that mean? For those of you that don't know about multi-level marketing or network marketing, I'm going to tell you most companies out there either charge you a large sign-up fee or they sell you a whole bunch of product that you don't need right at the start. This makes it so that there's big bonuses that can be paid out right away, but because people get hurt, people end up quitting the program and it just doesn't work. Here, you buy one bottle of vitamins or whatever your family truly needs and you get the whole business for free, and then you can wait around long enough for something good to happen. Nothing bad happens to your family. The other thing that's always drove me crazy is how all these companies would make it so hard to qualify for your pay. You know, they would tell you, you need to go out and recruit 10 people, 20, 30 to be qualified for all of the pay. Why would they do that when they know the average person isn't going to recruit any more than 2 or 3? So one of the first things I've done in our company is I've made it so that you can be qualified for 100% of the pay, the whole pay plan, with only recruiting 2 people. That's the reason why so many people are having success here, because we set it up so that it's below the industry standards, because we don't want the company to keep the money, we want the families to get the money. And then the last thing that I want to talk to you about, why I know we have no competition, is our copyrighted pay plan. These pay points are so amazing, folks, that there's no other company out there that can duplicate what we've got to offer. And always remember, no other company can offer the power of pay points. This is what makes us different. When somebody says to you, oh, I've seen everything, I've seen all kinds of companies and all this stuff out there, you need to look them right in the eyes and say, you haven't seen this one. They've got something that's so different that they were actually able to get a copyright on it. It's already created millionaires and no other company can copy. And if you look at the screen right now, I've built the force matrix with pay points on the screen, and I want to point out something very, very important for you and your family members. If you'll notice, the first 2 that I'm showing you on your first level says mom and son on it. It could be brother and sister or father and daughter. My whole point here is, if I was you, since we have something called spill where they can end up with a whole team and be blessed, I would go to my family member and friends first. This one is different than anything else out there. By following the example on your screen, you can definitely bless the first 2 people that you get started with our company, but take a look at what happened to you. Do you realize that you own all 5 of those pay points now? Remember earlier how I taught you from just their 10th levels alone, each one could pay you $2,560 a month? Well, $2,560 times 5 would be $12,800 a month. You see, folks, owning more pay points is obviously better. Let me teach you about another concept that most people are just not aware of. If I was to ask you a question and it went just like this, what would you rather have, $1 million today or a penny a day doubling for the next 30 days? In other words, on the first day, I would give you 1 penny. Then on the second day, I would give you 2 more pennies. Then on the third day, I would give you 4 more pennies, and so on. By the time you got down to the 20th day, that means on that day alone you would receive $5,242.88. At this point, you would still be thinking, I made a huge mistake. I should have took the $1 million. But by the time you get down to the 28th day, on that one day alone, I would have to give you a check for $1,342,177.28. You'll know that you made the right decision at that point. But on the 29th day, it would be over $2 million, and on the 30th day, it would be over $5 million on that one day. Now let me go ahead and ask you this question one more time, since now you've seen how it would actually play out. The question is, would you rather have $1 million today or over $10 million in the next 30 days? You see, this is not get rich quick, it's just get rich. And by following this example, that's why we don't have to front load the plan, we don't have to overcharge for our products, and people can stay in the business long enough for something really good to happen for their family. While you're waiting for that income to build up, we do have something that's called Fast Start Pay for the work that you do. You receive a $5 Fast Start on each bottle of GBG 10-in-1 you sell. For example, if you sell 10 bottles, that would be $50. If you sell 20 bottles, that would be $100. If you sell 100 bottles, that would be $500. And for those of you that are internet marketing experts, if you sell 1,000 bottles, that would be $5,000. And that's not the best part. This $5 Fast Start is paid monthly on every bottle. That's true residual income. There's a lot of people across America that are just excited about getting their product for free. Think about this. If you sell 4 bottles at $20 fast start pay, that means your $19.95 is covered. If you sell 6 bottles, that would even cover your shipping and handling. And that gives you the 5 pay points that we talked about earlier in the presentation. I want you to think about something else at this point, folks. We're selling this product for $19.95, which is unheard of. In this industry and at that price point, nobody gives 50% total payout. With a $5 fast start and $5 going into PPP on a $19.95 sale, that's over 50% that's going into the pay plan for your families. You see, you earn recurring fast start pay for the work that you're doing now, while your PPP pay is building, just like the penny a day doubling scenario, and it's creating the income of your dreams.